Welcome to the fourth quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, and we need to really run just like the football games speed up in the last quarter.
No huddle offense now.
And that's correct. We've got a picture here. You ready for pictures?
Ahead, George.
There you go. George Richard. We stopped in. He introduced me to the Uptown Grocery and Deli. It's mostly a deli now.
That is a Reuben.
That is a fine Reuben, and it was as delicious as it looks, and that's just one of the fine sandwiches that they have to offer there. Friendly place. Look at those two cute little girls there, and let's see, that would be Amber on the right and Taylor on the left, and in another photo their manager came in.
The next day I think we got her.
The next day I went back.
Right, but we'll get back to her as we go.
All right.
We got the cemetery, that's the National Cemetery there in Natchez.
In Natchez, right.
Beautiful.
And that's some red bark.
Crepe myrtles.
Crepe myrtles. Yeah. Very different.
Got to be the soil, I guess, because it's red clay and all up there. I guess it makes a difference.
So. It must be the reason.
Beautiful.
Beautiful cemetery. Well kept. And, of course, November the 1st is All Saints Day. So you have a lot of people in all the cemeteries. In Louisiana, anyhow. I don't know about all over.
I got to do some of that this evening myself.
Okay, and that's some bad
storm
weather brewing in. And that was on the
Vidalia
Thursday.
side?
Yeah, that was on Thursday night on the river walk there. And that is Dean and his wife, Vicky, and their daughter, Kelly. And Dean, of course, I met him several years ago when I used to go with George to attend these balloon races, and Dean, of course, has his own, and fine people. And that's Sammy. Sammy heads up the what you call the team?
Chase team.
The chase team, and does a great job. And just they all volunteer. They have a blast, and pretty darn hard work, I might add. And it's only successful when you have people like that. And that's George again. The sunlight, the sun is in his eyes, but then the next picture will show you
sunset,
the beautiful sun, just unreal.
Looking from Natchez down into Vidalia.
Yep.
Look how pretty. Unreal.
And that's Vicky, Dean's wife.
Taking a photo.
Well, no, it's a compass. They're reading.
Oh, they're getting the measurements and
figuring out of where to fly and where to land and all that. Oh no, they're technical. Let me tell you. And this gentleman here owns. Well, he's co-owner of the Pig Out Inn, a real well-known restaurant there. And he's Archie Willett, and his co-owner is Ann Vidal Willett, his former wife. He says they get along great, working as partners in the business. What a man.
And this is part of the chase team here?
Part of the chase team. We went out Friday morning to have a media day balloon ride, and it was canceled because of heavy fog across the river where they planned on landing. And safety is something that they really cherish in that particular field.
And weather.
Weather is...
It's amazing. Those baskets, they really are baskets made out of straw.
Yep. And they were there.
And she follows on the bike, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's what she was going to...
She'll chase by bike, and then the truck will catch up wherever they go.
That's right. And they had a guy there. George was whispering to her some information of how to get to the location faster than the fastest man over there.
Oh, so the race to go. See who's going to be the first one.
And then after the call off, after it was called off, but if it had taken place, they all go over to this young man's home, and he's got a pit that I had never seen
with
before.
A griddle on
with
top.
A griddle on the top. And
look at him go.
They cook up
vegetables and meats and bacon,
onions and bacon, and they make burritos, breakfast burritos.
No kidding.
They're having fun. And then I had to leave and take care of some cleaning up of my place over there, and then I came on home, and I was
cooking,
getting ready for the boxing event Saturday and Sunday, and that is the manager, Gia, and she's the manager of the Uptown Grocery and Deli. And let me tell you, it's worth a trip there. When you're getting off the main road, when you cross the river and you get to the first red light, you take a left to come into the town of Natchez.
Right.
Well, on the right, right past there's 3 hotels, and right past that is the Uptown Grocery. If you want to treat yourself to some good food, inexpensive, friendly, clean, that's the place. And on the way back on last Friday, I stopped in at the Port of Oils and took some pictures. Tommy, you and your group really have something going on, and
Tommy Matty,
and I know with the money that the grant is providing, y'all going to really, and that is Canadaville's donation to the Port of Oils.
Basically, a large businessman from Canada that helped set up this community for evacuees from New Orleans.
From Katrina. And
we got a birthday party?
Yep, and little Jenna's 3-year-old. That's the mama, and we're gonna have to go quick. There we go. We got grandma, great grandmas, and that's right, Vicky and her mama, Miss Marilyn, and there's Jace, the daddy, and Carla, his stepmom, and there's Clint, her son. And just the kids were having a blast.
And the adults too, it looks like.
And yeah, the adults were having fun too. Birthday parties for small kids is always popular. And this young girl is Yenny, and she is an exchange student from Brazil. Good morning to you. I sure hope you send this beautiful picture to your mom and dad. In Brazil, they in touch, and they had to have a fun jump for the
of course,
for the party,
even for the adults.
There she is. Look at her, just right in there, 3 years old, just having a blast. And there's Mama and her little grandson, and the proud daddy of Jenna.
Now we got some boxing
this
photos
is the boxing photos here, and Mr. Oh shoots. Oh man, I'll get it out in a minute.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
You told it to me a second ago.
Buddy Shatanya.
There we go.
Boxed at St. Ed's in Eunice, Louisiana. This is a special gift that was given to him by a friend. It's gloves used and the ticket to the Olympics boxing matches held in the 1930s.
Wow.
Can you imagine? That's quite a gift.
Look, this gentleman from New Iberia still got his Letterman jacket.
Mr. Charlie Moore, what a man. And then we also have a picture of Sidney Turner. There's Mr. Parity from the Mamu area, along with his daughter in the, the pinkish shirt. And
got some more sunsets. I'm still whipping through photos. I got more boxing photos too.
Okay.
This is the Palace Cafe.
Palace Cafe, Monday. At the Palace Cafe, I was having breakfast, I had walked and it was kind of late. Maybe I was having lunch by then. And I overheard them talking about the Forties and St. Martinville, and I could see that they had a lot in connection. And so before they left, I said, Mr. Forty, can I talk to you a minute? And he came over. John Forty, he's a commercial appraiser. He's done work around Opelousas. His lovely wife is Jennifer, and she too is with Caldwell Bankers in the real estate business. But, and of course, Miss Tina is on the right. And what they were talking about was the original families that came down, Greek families that came down, in the early 1900s. And of course, Tina's grandfather and grandmother were the founders of the Palace Cafe. Correct. So they were talking about that. And of course, John's aunt is Esther Peleus. She's into her 90s, still in excellent health.
That's a good Greek name.
One of the first Greek families that came into the Lafayette area. And there's still a lot of Greeks in our area and the Acadiana area. I had fun with them. And this is the connection that had to be provided. We're going to be installing the new hot tub I spoke to you about. I purchased it at Sabine Spa.
For 3 Mile Lake.
For 3 Mile Lake. And the process is coming along real good, and hopefully we'll install it on Thursday. And I needed some flooring, and I was suggested by B&S Flooring, Butch and his daddy, Mr. J.D. Briley, that they had the flooring that they needed. They made a phone call to the Floor Trader located at 1320 Ambassador Caffrey Highway, Parkway. And the young lady is Jennifer, his daughter, and granddaughter, and then I've got a picture of his son,
that baby's
Lucas and his daddy, and they have a great big large inventory, and just friendly. If you're needing some flooring, go by and just to visit with Carl, the owner, in the red shirt there.
You got it.
And it's a family business.
Now, I got more boxing photos here. Looks like you almost giving a lecture here to the kids.
I was showing some of the
memorabilia.
Look
at all the people and all the stuff people brought, photos and books and jackets, and look at all the young people too, all the great-grandkids.
That's what impressed everybody was the great-grand. Sid Turner
with his jacket
can
too.
still wear his jacket, and one of the from the Opelousas High boxing team. Hadn't seen him in many, many years.
And Matt LeBlanc did the video.
Matt LeBlanc, our head man here, technician here at Delta Media.
And some of the jackets and pictures, and I see Nutzik work.
And Bobby Le Bourgeois. Just, it was beautiful. Just want to thank everybody again, our board, for being so patient.
What you did? You had a speech?
I was the president. You know, I had to talk a whole. Well, I didn't talk that much.
Right.
Charlie
Really?
Charlie Wyndham did the talking, and I did the presentation of the actual certificates.
And one more photo. How about the birthday girl? One last time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. And
then that's all I got for photos. You want to come back to me. Music and Market is this weekend over at Le Vieux Village. The Farmers Market is going to be Rusty Matoya and the Zydeco Crush. It's a free concert series from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. The music starts at 6. You can buy your drinks and all the stuff there at the event. Come by. You're going to have a good time. And we've also got a date on the Christmas parade. The Children's Christmas Parade will be Thursday, December the 12th this year. So if you want to get in the parade and get it, you float 948-2589.
Mr. Max Miller passed away, and he helped us youngsters in the Boy Scouting. Mr. Dewey Marks, who senior, passed away, and you said you knew him. You knew him very, very well. Dwight Reed, young attorney, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Eben Reed, my relatives. Our deepest sympathies of the death of all these. I'm sorry we're having to go kind of quick. We're in the final segments of the Bobby Dupre Show. You have anything else that really needs? Don't forget the chili cook-off Saturday, November the 2nd. And every Friday and Saturday they have entertainment here at Toby's Little Lodge. The Wayne Doucette family encourages you to come by and relax in a good, clean atmosphere. And it's time for my thank you for viewing the Bobby Dupre Show. This weekend, Andrew and I ask you to consider attending the church of your choice. And a little closing thought, some people might call it a prayer. Lord God, you are the creator of life. Grant that I may live for you, in you, and by you, that I may be worthy of eternal life. Thank you for viewing. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.